Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. Guys, this morning I've got my candle going. I've been meditating. I've pulled my little angels, my starfish, my rocks to help ground everything. And this morning they told me to put the angel wing above the heart. So they're telling me angel heart. I don't know what that means. Take it how it resonates. And this morning, guys, they've given me a collective message, because I'm now seeing this as a collective. Humanity, a collective, special healers, special gifted people. And they even gave me a different way to lay out the runes this morning. So let me tell y'all what we got. Okay? So first of all, they're saying this is the message, the general message. And then we have sub-messages, or what's unseen. Well, more like the sub-message are telling me. Okay? Then they're saying this is kind of what's unseen, progressing into the future. And then they're saying this isn't what you can really, what's in your control. They're saying this is how you're feeling. Okay? So this morning, this bottom line is how you are feeling about this for the people that get this message that it resonates for. Okay? So let me tell y'all what we got here. First of all, we start off with this is a message for the collective. Okay? Is what they're saying. All right? And then we have, guys, there is a huge opening. We have completing beginnings. We have Kinas, which is an opening. And Thurias is just saying a doorway going into the future with more flow and success. So I think they're talking about people evolving, people ascending on a spiritual rate, but evolving on a, like, understanding your gifts coming in, and you now wondering where you're going to go with it. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because then we have Perth, which is secrets being slowly revealed to you. Okay? Which gives you new birth on your spiritual path as some kind of a healer, and lots of movement going to the future. But guys, it feels like this is a slower moving energy because it's talking about evolution. It's talking about us as we are changing, ascending, evolving, growing. And they keep giving me the message of 1 to 2 generations. So if you're someone younger that hasn't had kids yet, this message applies to you, because it's talking about your children and your grandchildren, and even maybe your great-grandchildren. So yesterday they also gave me a sub-message after I did the reading. They're saying a lot of this is going to come after I'm gone. Nothing like hearing them tell you that, a lot of this is going to come after you have passed away. I mean, there's nothing like your spiritual counselors telling you this is what, you won't see it, but yet you will see it from somewhere else. Nothing like that, guys. You have your own mortality put into your face. But the thing of it is they're saying you're just the messenger. They're telling me I'm just the messenger. And guys, I'm just so awestruck that they're even giving these messages to me, because guys, take that how that resonates. But there's nothing like having your angels and spirit guides tell you it's okay. You'll see this from somewhere else, but know that you are just the vehicle through which the information's coming. And guys, let me tell you, I've been feeling that really strong the past couple of messages. Okay, so I did call in my spiritual counselors. I called in other people's counsels, but this morning the energy feels kind of like it's a little on the slower side, because I feel like yesterday, the big message that they wanted to get through was the one that came through yesterday. So anyway, so this is a sub-message, okay, that goes along with the people that are starting to feel this energy, okay? So this is an important message. The other thing they're saying is what's unseen, but they're saying lots of joy. People that are starting to realize that they have gifts, okay? And again, they're saying, Hagalaz and Isa is standing for elemental disruption. In other words, they're saying this is where people are breaking through, starting to open up, and this is where we're evolving, okay? They're also saying that a lot of people will be they're like showing me somebody standing still and just smiling and absorbing the good feel energy of it all, of realizing that their gifts are coming in and that they're meant for something greater. Does that make sense? Because then they say, you know, that then we have Naudas, which is talking about spiritual attainment, that you realize that everything's coming in for you and that you're one of these people that are evolving. And we're all evolving, guys, don't get me wrong, okay? We're all changing. We're all, because you got to step back and look at the bigger picture. We're not talking about just right now in the present. We're talking about the bigger picture, okay? Of how people are going to be changing and stuff. And this, they're saying that Othello is kind of going along with the humanity room this morning. This is our foundation. This is how we are changing, going into the future, how we're evolving, how we're growing. And it's going to be, you know, Jared talks about legalities. It talks about rewards for your efforts. It talks about, now rewards for your efforts, they're saying, is when the people stop and realize their gifts and they meditate more. They seek out information. They say, why am I feeling this way? So for those of you that don't look at things normally on an esoteric level, they're talking about information that you go research, things that you start saying, well, why am I feeling this way when this happens? People start questioning. And when you start questioning and start looking deeper, that's when you start finding out more answers that pertain to you as a person, not so much the collective. So they're talking about this is on an individual level, because guys, radio today is not talking about everybody jumping on the bandwagon. It's talking about personal journey. People on their personal journeys that start realizing what gifts they have, how their intuition is working, how just going from one day to the next, the new things they discover about themselves or what you discover about yourself. That overall adds to this collective energy of people evolving, going into the future. Okay, does that make sense? And usually this last line is about what you could do about, but what they're saying is this is about what a lot of people will be feeling. And they're talking about going from the past into the future, slow but steady race, breakthrough, realizing who you are, realizing you have worth and value, realizing that you have special gifts, that you start to see your gifts, okay? Because you start looking and listening to the signals that the universe is sending you, that your angels and spirit guides are sending you. So guys, this message is like a real subtle one. It's not one they're just talking about now that they're saying now that they've shown you the message yesterday, they're showing you how it's going to play out. So don't expect guys, it took me 2 years for my gifts to totally come in, for me to realize what I was seeing, feeling, hearing, and even to go back and look at some things that happened, a year, 2 years ago. Just like I was talking about yesterday about that book with Marion Zimmer Bradley. It took me 2 years, over 2 years, I'd say closer to 3, to figure out why they kept showing me this particular book by her. Because they were saying that she had the energy right. Even though the book was fiction, she had the energy right, because she was highly intuitive as well. So what they're talking about is going, as we progress. I mean, they're like showing me the overall picture. So that's what they're saying that people are realizing and feeling and thinking. And guys, actually with this breakthrough right here, they're talking about a lot of people when things start making sense to them, they're going to feel this huge sense of relief, because now it's going to make sense. Okay? So take that how it resonates. Okay? But guys, I think we have all but 2 runes in here. Okay? So let me pull some tarot on this and see what they give us. Spiritual counselors, my spiritual counsel, other people's spiritual counsels, what other messages do you want your people to see? What do you want to tell them? What do you want them to know? Guys, the bottom card sometimes speaks to me. They're saying the world. So they're talking about people. The old's not going to matter. The new going into the future is what's going to matter. Okay? How we've evolved, how we change, how we see our gifts, how we help other people, run into other people. Yep, right there. And that's the very first next card on top, guys. Raising consciousness. So they're talking about evolution and us ascending and going into the future. Because you got to realize that's two different things. Evolution is talking about how people change overall. Raising consciousness and ascending is talking about on a spiritual level, your soul growth, how people evolve on a spiritual level going into the future. Yeah. Everything's going to change as we evolve, as we ascend, and the two start to merge. And that's what they're talking about right here. As things start to merge, people become, as they become more highly spiritual, they're showing me like steps, guys. They're showing me like steps as we evolve and go up into the future, and the veil between the worlds gets thinner. People are going to hear their angels and spirit guides and all their spiritual help a lot more clear. Okay? And they're going to take time to listen to the messages. And again, that's what we have right here, guys. And you see how one's white, one tower's white, and one's black? People are going to, and look, they're also saying these three up here. They're saying this is going to be slow. Not everybody, like the Empress card has all the little stars on it. And look, see, this is like the moon. Going from new moon to full moon to waning. They're saying over time, it's going to be slow and it's going to be different for everybody. But if you take the time to look at it with your inner critical eye, with your, what is it they're trying to say? With your third eye, you're going to understand what the messages are. And you're going to have to, some of you are going to have to, what are they trying to say to me? You're going to have to slow down to listen to the messages to see how it resonates for you as a person, because everyone's on their own journey and it's going to be different for everyone. So that makes sense. Let's see what the next thing is we get here. Okay, so guys, today the Hierophant is representing different religions. So this is going to happen for people of, it's not going to matter what your religious belief is, what your background is. What's going to matter is you as an individual soul. Take it how it resonates, they're saying. But it's going to be different for everybody, and your religious background's not going to matter. You're either going to get it or you don't. But whoever you are, it's going to change. And you will have your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels will have your back. And they will help you along the way, they're saying. And that kind of makes sense right here too, guys. Okay? They're going to be there to help you along the way. And it's going to be different for everyone. They told me to turn it over. So guys, on the bottom, then we have being called to a new life. So some people are going to do, again, a 380 or 390 degree turn where they're no longer going to live their life some way. People are going to start traveling. They're going to start looking out for other people that are like themselves. And your angels are going to be leading you. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition, because that's where your journey's going to be. Okay, guys, does that make sense? Because they were telling me, flip them this way, flip them that way, because that's the cards they wanted pulled. So look, being called to a new life. And here some of you are going to listen. When you start spreading out and meeting these other people, your intuition is going to tell you where to go. You're going to meet other people. And then your journey may even take you another whole direction, they're saying. Does that make sense, guys? That makes total sense to me. This is all making sense. So no matter what background you are, and some of you, like this girl to me always looks like she's drowning, going, help! Some of you, and look, it's going to be all peoples. They're saying all peoples. It's not going to matter what color you are, what your beliefs are. If you're being called, you're being called on a spiritual level. They're pointing out the fertility, the snake, which snakes mean fertility, guys. And they're talking about however you're being called to this new life, people are going to travel. So they're telling me people from other lands, like I'm hearing Egypt and Africa. People are going to go from Egypt, come from Egypt, Africa, travel around to Asia, they're saying. Other people are going to travel. People are just going to start traveling more than they ever have before, because they're going to be listening. They're going to be looking for other people. And then they're going to go where Spirit tells them to go. And and you'll have ancestors that, like I did a message not too long ago where they were saying the ancestors were waiting for certain people with certain gifts to come along. And again, that's another book by Marion Zimmer Bradley, guys. They keep pointing her out to me, and they keep saying she has messages hidden in her books that tell mankind where they're going. So your ancestors, your spiritual, your personal guardian angels, and your lineage angels are saying, or lineage guardian angels, they have been waiting for certain people to come along. And then they're going to be with them as they go on their journeys, meeting other people, and they're going to help you get to where they need you to go. That's going to help humanity overall, to help people, to do whatever it is that your special journey is all about. And that's where we get this Rado. They're just connecting the cards to the specific messages, guys. Take it how it resonates. I'm not picking things apart anymore. Something for me has changed as well, the way they're giving me the messages. So let's see if we have anything else. Okay, so she came up reverse, but I don't do reversals. Just realize everything has a positive, everything has a negative, okay? But at some point in time, they're bringing me back to a message I heard from San one time at San Tarot. I told her recently that I was told our energies were similar. She kind of agreed with me, but I think. But I mentioned to her that they were telling me that, and we'd been talking a little bit, and she mentioned in a reading one time about a bunch of people going to a tent, like a revival looking thing, or a concert or something like that. And they're telling me here that this is where at some point in time, there's going to be some kind of a meeting or some kind of a place where where these stars, where these certain people go, that people are going to be drawn to. People are going to be drawn to this place, particular place in time. Let me pull this in, guys. Hang on. Sometime in the future, people are going to be called to this place. And it's going to be something you're going to be drawn to on an intuitive level. It's not going to be advertised, but it's going to be some point in the future where people converge, they're saying, to figure out how they're going to move forward as a group. So a lot of you are going to find each other. They're saying you're going to have your own hierarchy, communication, community, something. I'm not really sure, guys. Take that how it resonates. But they're saying that these groups, as they get together, they're talking about the main group, I think. That thing they keep showing me that's round, they're saying at some point, a lot of you are going to converge for this main group to start. There's already a lot of you starting to get these ideas that go, because guys, look at this, is going into the future, okay? And they're saying eventually y'all are going to converge somewhere. Whoever's meant to be there, you're going to know which direction to go. Again, that's this right here. And slowly you're all going to just be feeling like your energy's pulling you a certain area or a certain direction, they're saying. Some people will come across the water. They're saying some people will come across the water because they're hearing the call. Guys, is that not amazing? They're saying y'all, people, all races, all colors are going to hear this at some point in the future, and you're going to make sure you get there. They're saying put this as a crossing because this is where everybody's going to come meet. Does that make sense, guys? Guys, I don't know if I'm ever going to go to this place, but they're saying a lot of you are. Let's see if there's anything else here. It's going to have to do with lighting the path for everybody else. Some people are going to pull up stakes, move their foundations. Again, we have this foundation rune, guys. We have Othello, which is your foundation, your homeland. Your people are going to leave their homelands. Yep, that's this right here. Guys, this is in the future. Look at all these people leaving, guys. People leaving. People leaving. People leaving. I just keep telling people leaving. People going here. Letting go of whatever it is. They're being called here. Y'all are being called here. Yeah, look, guys. I don't know if that's supposed to be a couple, but they're saying a lot of people are going to go find this. I'm just hearing free. To be free. To be free. All races, all religions, all colors, it's not going to matter. People at some point in time are going to go to this place. Guys, I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what that means, but I don't know where, when, whatever. They're just saying that's the message. So guys, that's what I got for y'all this morning. I hope that this makes a lot of sense. And look, last card they said, success. They want us at some point in time, or the healers, the people that are going to make a difference for humanity in the future. Breakthrough. They're saying people are going to listen. People are going to go. Guys, I don't know. They're telling me over a year, 2 years, or 1 or 2 generations. I can't quite pull it in. So guys, that's what I have for y'all this morning. Whew. Take this how it resonates. I'll show y'all this again. Breakthrough. Some people are going to be really, really happy with this, because you're going to know, not only are you going to have your own self-worth and self-value totally in place inside of your heart, you're going to know you're meant for this. Guys, take this how it resonates. This is the message I got for y'all this morning. Guys, this is Lana Scott. Be a light in the darkness. Be a hero. Be someone else's hero. Be your own hero. For those of you that this message is meant for, you're meant for something special, guys. There's some of us, some of y'all, I'm saying us in general, we're meant for something. They said something's coming. Or it's coming. This breakthrough, self-change in humanity. Messages. No, messages. They're saying to point this out to you guys. Humanity, breakthrough, messages in the future. That's what I got for y'all this morning, guys. Take it how it resonates. Lana Scott Lighthouse. Be a light in the darkness.